Gatete Njoroge is a prominent Kenyan journalist widely recognized for his work as a reporter with Citizen TV, one of the country's leading broadcast networks under the Royal Media Services umbrella. Known for his fearless field reporting and investigative depth, Njoroge has built a reputation as a committed journalist who often covers some of Kenya's most sensitive and high-risk stories. Despite his public visibility, he remains notably private about his personal life, choosing to let his work speak for itself. Born around 1996, Gatete Njoroge has not publicly disclosed his exact date of birth. However, in a social media post shared in September 2025, he mentioned turning 29, offering insight into his approximate birth year. He is from Nairobi, Kenya, where he also currently resides. While he is an active presence on social media platforms, Njoroge carefully limits what he shares about his background, family, and personal relationships, maintaining a clear boundary between his professional and private life. Njoroge's early education reflects a blend of local and international exposure. He attended Muhuri Mutri High School in Nairobi, a foundation that shaped his formative years, before later enrolling at Texas High School, an experience that broadened his academic and cultural perspective. Although specific details about his university education or formal journalism training have not been publicly documented, his role at Citizen TV confirms that he is a trained and experienced media practitioner who has risen through merit and professional competence. Information about Gatete Njoroge's parents and siblings is not publicly available. While he is a public figure through his journalism, his family members remain private individuals, and he has consistently avoided exposing them to public scrutiny. This discretion has contributed to occasional confusion, as several other well-known Kenyan figures share the surname Njoroge. However, Gatete Njoroge is not related to individuals such as the late diplomat Nethe Njoroge or former central bank governor Patrick Njoroge, despite frequent public assumptions. Professionally, Gatete Njoroge has carved out a strong identity as a crime and investigative affairs reporter at Citizen TV. His work places him on the front lines of major national events, including criminal investigations, political unrest, civil disturbances, and election-related developments. He gained particular visibility during the 2022 Kenyan general elections and continued to play an active reporting role in subsequent by-elections in 2025, often reporting from volatile and unpredictable environments. Beyond traditional television broadcasting, Njoroge has embraced digital media, establishing himself as a digital content creator who shares news updates, professional insights, and on-the-ground reporting through platforms such as Facebook and X, formerly Twitter. This digital presence has expanded his reach and influence, especially among younger audiences who rely heavily on online platforms for news consumption. His dedication and impact did not go unnoticed. In November 2025, Gatete Njoroge was honored at the Africa Champions Awards, held in Mombasa, where he was named the most influential and progressive media personality in Kenya for that year. The award recognized not only his journalistic excellence, but also his courage, consistency, and influence within Kenya's media landscape. Despite his public career, Gatete Njoroge remains deeply private about his personal life. Based on his official social media profiles as of 2026, he identifies himself as a husband and father. He does not publicly share the identity of his spouse or children, nor does he post images of them, a deliberate choice aimed at protecting their privacy. Unlike many media personalities, he avoids personal storytelling online, instead focusing almost exclusively on his professional work and reporting assignments. Financially, Gatete Njoroge has not disclosed his net worth, and no verified public records detail his personal assets or property ownership. As a journalist, he has kept his financial affairs private. However, contextual information provides some insight into his potential earnings. Reporters at Royal Media Services are estimated to earn between $39,000 and $63,000 annually, while experienced journalists in Kenya typically earn between Kenya shillings $33,258 and Kenya shillings $117,643 per month. High-profile investigative reporters at top stations like Citizen TV may earn significantly more, with senior figures reportedly making between Kenya shillings 300,000 and 800,000 per month. Given his awards, visibility, and influence, Njoroge is widely believed to be among the higher-earning professionals in his field, though exact figures remain private. Throughout his career, Gatete Njoroge has avoided personal scandals or legal controversies. Most incidents associated with his name stem directly from the occupational hazards of journalism. In December 2024, he was among several journalists who were assaulted by officers of the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, or DCI, while covering a high-profile political interrogation. Cameras and equipment were forcibly seized, an incident that was later condemned by senior police leadership, highlighting the risks journalists face while performing their duties. His work has repeatedly placed him in dangerous situations, including coverage of political violence and by-election unrest in 2025, where he reported on roadblocks, intimidation, and the movement of political gangs. These assignments underscore his commitment to frontline reporting, even under threat. Due to the commonality of the name Njoroge in Kenya, Gatete Njoroge is frequently confused with other individuals involved in business, politics, activism, or legal disputes. These include businesswoman Anne Jerry Njoroge, activist Pauline Njoroge, and various individuals named Njoroge who appear in criminal or civil court cases. None of these cases are connected to the Citizen TV journalist. Similarly, property-related searches often lead to unrelated legal disputes involving people with similar names, none of which involve Gatete Njoroge himself. While his own assets remain undisclosed, Njoroge has extensively reported on property, land, and infrastructure issues across Kenya. His coverage includes environmental cleanup efforts in Pipeline Estate, as well as reporting on government housing projects and official residences, such as renovations linked to senior state officials. These stories reflect his broader journalistic focus on accountability, governance, and public interest reporting. In summary, Gatete Njoroge stands out as a disciplined, courageous, and influential Kenyan journalist whose career is defined by investigative rigor and professional integrity. While he keeps his personal life firmly out of the public eye, his impact on Kenyan journalism, through award-winning reporting, frontline coverage, and digital engagement, continues to grow, solidifying his place among the country's most respected media professionals.